Hey there. So just wanted to take a few moments to introduce myself. I'm Dr. Zachary Powell, and I am your instructor for Statistics and Criminal Justice in the CEL program. So really kind of excited because this statistics is one of those subjects that, like I'm sure like a lot of you and me as well, when I was an undergrad, we're kind of like dreading and like, why would we want to study this? Like who even bothers? And I used to be in your exact position because it seemed like a lot of like math, and I didn't want to do that. And it wasn't until something like it got moved further and further along, especially into graduate studies, that I really realized that I really enjoyed this topic. It's really fun. It's a new way to think about the world and understand how likely something is, how frequent something is, what is something that's considered unusual, and when is it not considered unusual, and how do we like go about taking all this kind of information that we have in the world, boiling it down and summarizing it, and then doing something about it, right? So making like an inference about the world that can shape. Like, and this can apply to a lot of things, right? This could be drug dealers in a neighborhood. This could be how many police officers are shooting people, what people are being shot and why. And so there's a lot of like unique like applications to this as to like why this is important. So for me, like I use stats a lot in my policing research. I think it's really interesting to study police reform. And so I like to use kind of advanced stuff to make predictions about how effective a correction for police reform is something effective, and like why or why not may that be, right? And then try to use that information to make predictions about the future, about what future behavior might be look like, or how some areas are similar and how they're disparate, right? So what makes them similar? So just wanted to, kind of take a moment and talk to you guys a little bit about kind of how kind of cool this is. Now, outside of that, right, take a few moments to introduce me and something that I'd like to do with y'all too. So there's a discussion board that's on the course page, and what's going to end up happening is that over time, right, I'd like you guys to go there and introduce yourself, right? And I provided a list of items that I want you guys to look at and to kind of say about yourself. And so I'm going to go there right now and look at it because I already forgot. And if I was prepared, like maybe I would have that like up front, but I don't because I'm an idiot. So because that would have been a really good idea. But you know what? Hey, that works too, right? We're all learning here. So if we look at, go back over to discussion tab, right? I have a form set up to introduce yourself, right? Basically, just want to know about like what's your name, what's your job, what you plan on doing after graduation, song you're listening to that is on repeat, your favorite hobby, and one fun fact about yourself. And so I'll kind of tell you about some of mine, right? So obviously, I already said I'm Dr. Zach Powell. I'm an assistant professor at Cal State San Bernardino. I'm teaching this course. What I want to do after graduation, I'm done with all my graduations. I went through it with high school and undergrad, master's and PhD, 4 graduations. I'm done. So I'm already doing what I'm doing after graduation. I'm a professor, right? Song you're listening to that is on repeat. So there's always a couple songs I listen to. One's going to be Sledgehammer by Peter Gabriel. Love that song. 14 Gears by Midland for the country fans out there. And then, I'm also a fan of the 1975. And so I also like It's Not Living If It's Not With You, or maybe Ugh, or like their like kind of new release that came out. It's If You're Not Shy, like Let Me Know, or If You're Shy, Let Me Know, or something. I can't remember the title. It's catchy as all get out. Favorite hobby. So I'd like to do, I'm pretty active, so I like to run, and I recently picked up biking. You can see my bike and my helmet right there, so I guess it's kind of it. And kind of into photography. So I have cameras laying around here somewhere. Oh, like behind me, you can kind of see it on my coffee table. But yeah, I like taking pictures and sharing them. Not like for a pro or anything, they're really just for me and documenting my life and things I see. I think I do that because I'm so far away from like my family that like, if I die, right, maybe they'd enjoy having records of like what I saw. And then a fun fact about myself. So I thought about this one, and I selected this one. It's related to one of my hobbies, right? So I don't know if you guys know this, but Jones Soda is a soda company, obviously, and for all their labels, right, they'll have their different flavors, Coke, or cola, root beer, crushed melon, like green apple, like whatever it is, right? On all their labels, right, they have pictures, and those pictures are submitted by people, or submitted by, I guess they don't necessarily have to drink Jones Soda, but maybe they drink Jones Soda, right? But they're submitted from people out in the community. And I did that a little while ago, and I finally heard back, and one of my pictures is on a label, right? And so this hasn't gotten into production yet, I don't think, but I don't know if you can see it here. Maybe if you flip the camera, you can see like my name. I live in Redlands, right? And that's me. So this is my picture is going to be distributed on Jones Soda. I thought it was like really cool. That was something I always wanted to do in high school. And I never submitted, never did anything. I remember once I started taking pictures again that I could do that, did it, and I got selected. I can't believe it. So anyway, just want to introduce myself. Please take a moment to introduce yourself there as well. And I'll see you guys in a little bit.